Morning. My name is Dale Borman, and I'm here to ask you a question. Do you believe in the power of prayer? And do you believe in miracles? Because you're looking at one. Let me explain. It was a Sunday afternoon, about a year ago. And I was tired, so I went to bed early that night. The next thing I remember was a brief period of time when I was awake, and my wife and my daughter and grandson were trying to figure out how to get me through the front door of our house. They were trying to carry me out to some form of transportation. And again, I went blacked out. The next thing I did, I woke up and I was in the emergency room. Why am I here? You're sick, Dad. Very sick. Doctors came in, nurses came in. I was not aware of that because I went back to sleep. I woke up and I was in an emergency room. I was in intensive care. My blood count was at 94%. Which is just a tad below normal. Over the next 2.5 weeks, my oxygen level continued to go down. Over the next 2.5 weeks, the doctors continued to increase the oxygen that they were feeding into my system. For the next 2.5 weeks, I had people, friends and family, calling people and family, praying for me. I'd been in the hospital about 2.5 weeks when the nurse came in that night and said, "Dale, hope to see you in the morning." Oh, I thought she was being moved to another location, or that I was well enough, that I was being moved. My oxygen level at that time was 54%. I have been told that I was a walking, talking corpse. The only problem was I wasn't walking, I wasn't talking, I was just breathing. But it's at that time when the nurse came in and told me that I believed that the prayers that had been requested on my behalf kicked in. And Jesus Christ said, "It's time." And Jesus Christ reached down and touched me. The next morning, that same nurse came into my room and he said, "Dale, is it ever good to see you?" What are you talking about? My oxygen level was over 80%. Unheard of, unseen, unknown. I knew why. Because of the power of prayer. And because of the power of prayer, Jesus reached down and touched me and began that healing process. And I'm here today to tell you, I'm alive. I'm breathing. I'm standing. And I believe I'm a miracle. So thank you, each and every one of you that prayed for me. Thank you for your prayer. Because I truly believe in the power of prayer. It works. Prayer works. I'm a living example of that. I'm also a living example of Jesus Christ reaching down and said, "It's time. Let's reverse this process." And he touched me.